adjuster, the number one question that I get is, how do I get experience without experience? Well, I'm going to show you a way to do that. I'm going to tell you now, most of you won't like it because you're starting from very square zero. Like, you literally just have a license. You really don't even know what a claims adjuster does, but you want somebody to pay you as though you're experienced. You gotta just learn to get the experience. What do I mean? You read books. You take it upon yourself to learn the software. You shadow. You go through videos. You actually see and dig in deep and do a deep dive of what the laws say a claims adjuster can and cannot do. All right, so with that being said, this video is for those who are like, yeah, I get it. I know I'm going to have to teach myself. Xactimate is kind of challenging for me. I understand building skills or building materials, building requirements to do a project, but I don't know how to use Xactimate yet. Watch this video to see how I taught someone else to use Xactimate when they had absolutely no experience with Xactimate. But first, tales from the field. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I heard on. I know. I heard this morning that it was going to be some severe storms in your state and mine.
Tornadoes. Yeah.
Oh
Lightning
wow.
is bad.
Oh wow. Okay, gotcha. Well,
Listen to the phone, and I'm gonna write down every word you say.
yes, ma'am. I wanted to try to see your screen. Can you take a picture of your screen so I know?
Well, which screen do you want? You want the Xactimate?
Yes, ma'am. I want to see what the program, because there's two versions, so I need to see which version you're using.
Maybe this will come on now. Go back. I got an email yesterday where they're changing their system over
Who?
in July. The Xactimate, they're going to go to desktop one.
Okay.
But you can't use both of them at the same time.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Looks like you're coming on in.
Okay, yeah, all right. Fine, working.
Yes.
Nothing going on today.
All right. So what I have? Miss Ida, can you hear me?
I can hear you great.
Okay.
I see your hands.
Good. Let me pull up my Xactimate and see if this is the one that you're using. Yeah, I'm drawing the roof out to help somebody with one of their certifications. So that's what you see me got going on. Let me share my screen. Oh, it won't let me show that? Oh, okay. All right. So now you see my desktop, right?
Well, no, I see you in the corner. Not really, no.
You don't see anything on the screen?
I got to get rid of this. They said I needed to do something else. They just won't leave it. Well, okay, I got you now. Got the projects, okay.
Is this what your Xactimate looks like?
It does. It does, except, you know, I don't have all that list on there, but it looks like the same thing across the top with the new projects and so forth.
Great. So I'm just going to open up this mock scenario.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to give you the remote control, so you'll be able to control my mouse.
Okay.
So this is where it sounds like you were yesterday, claim info.
Yes.
And I asked you, did you see anything called sketch? But you didn't see it, right? But
Yeah,
you
there's
saw,
no
are
sketch.
these? Would
Yeah,
you-
that was on my screen, but I had no sketch and all these blanks to fill in. That was correct.
And then you did the coverage and loss.
Well, yeah. So you just make all this stuff up, right? That's how you do I guess, the assignment.
Correct. This is all just information.
Okay.
Your parameters are right here. There's price list. So I'm in Georgia, so that's why it has the Georgia price list.
Okay.
Overhead and profit is down here. You got your company header and opening statements. Okay. So did you have estimate over here?
I did.
So that's what I was referring to. I didn't know that you had to click estimate, but I mean,
Now I have sketch, and I didn't have sketch.
all right. So this was pulled from Eagle View.
I'm sorry. Hang on.
All right.
My daughter's traveling. Yes. Yes, I'm doing my class. Where are you? Okay. Virginia. I'm gonna have such a long day. Let me call you back when I get. Let me call you back. Bye bye. My daughter's coming with 13 animals. I'm so excited.
Oh, really? Nice.
I want to run away.
Yes, that's fantastic. Okay, so what we have, Miss Ida, is this area that they call sketch. This is where you'll actually take the information that you collect, you'll draw it up,
Right.
and then you'll use that to estimate your project. So there's estimate items here, and then you actually estimate your project too. So this was a roof from Eagle View. I didn't draw this out, but if I wanted to estimate items for a roof, you can see that it has it like roof, excuse me, hold on, let me go back. See, this is roof 9, they're
Right.
labeled, okay. Then you have roof 1, and then they have roof, what was the other roof number? Roof 1, 9, and 4, and 4 is right there.
Yes.
Nope, where's 4? 4 is right. You can hit space to
It's over on the
get
right.
the,
It's in the front.
like it's in, oh yeah, it's right here, roof 4. So this should really be, roof 4 should say subgroup of roof 1. And now when you go back to estimate items, it's just the main roof and then the shed.
Okay.
Main roof and then the shed. And you can click this little square to see Which one?
Okay, the question I have, where do they get their prices? I mean, if you're out in the field and you're actually doing a roof,
Mhm,
okay, and you're doing this little drawing and whatever, they're
mhm.
gonna give you the amount of money that that roof is
So,
gonna cost?
so the way it works is for roof one, let's say that you're going to replace this roof. You have, um, I'm just going to use these
Okay,
pictures for now,
yeah,
but really this slows us down, so we really don't use them. But we have asphalt shingles,
right,
um, and we're going to just do 3-tab shingles. So you
okay,
can see the unit price right here is
yes,
185.07. So that's based on the square footage. So they call them, it's square footage divided by 100, which is going to be a square.
mhm,
So now that I added this roof information in here, you can see here you have the number of squares that's going to be removed, and its cost, the unit price is 40.87. And this is the value, this is what the insurance company will end up paying, this 1214.25. So where does the unit price come from? Well, the software provides it for us. That's why they have
okay,
that price list that I showed you. Your price where you live right here is going to be different, and they update it, as you can see,
right,
every month, July,
yes.
August, September, October. Okay, so next month we'll get February.
Okay, now my next question is, when you're actually in the field doing
Mhm.
a estimate or whatever, are you you're using their program, but are you using on your computer or are you using theirs?
It could go either way, just
Okay,
depends on the company. But
okay,
the program will be, should be the same.
okay,
There's a different program called Symbility, which I haven't used, but um, essentially it's really knowing what you need to do to replace the roofs, to do the estimate. So if we again looking at this roof replacement, well, let's say we're replacing this roof right here. Um, we have the top layer shingle material, and
right,
we did this one included felt. Okay.
okay,
You also have this little spot right here that says details, and it
yes,
has a what they call dump fees. So you're not going to
yeah,
need to add a dumpster. What else goes on the roof? Inside the valleys in our state,
gotta have flashing.
you've got to have flashing, and we also do ice and water
Oh,
barrier.
you do this peel and stick, okay,
Yes, ma'am. Yep, peel and stick. So these codes will help you get pretty fast. So like I'll do RFG, and then this is ice and water shield,
okay,
IWS, ice
okay,
and water shield. So I could add that. If you're doing the valleys, metal,
right,
let me see. So you have valley metal, which is
right,
RFG. So it's going to only put it in your valleys right here. That's what the
right, right,
see right here. So it does
yes,
it by linear feet.
yes.
What else needs to go on this roof? You have
Are they gonna furnish nails to tack it down with?
the nails, if you look here, should be included in the replacement. So see how it says 3 tabs, 15
Yes,
pound felt, roofing nails, and installation labor.
okay,
So it's included.
okay,
Um, so they also have the ridge cap up here too. So
yes,
I'll add that in because it's not included, although sometimes they include the waist, which is why this 30, for this type of roof, it's a hip roof. The waist should be 15%. For a gable roof, it's 10%. Do you know the difference between the hip and the gable?
yes,
Okay, cool. So they have, so now when I change that, it's this 34.33
right,
for that. This was a 2-story roof. the one that I'm drawing out, and it was also, I think it was a 7 pitch. So you also have this roof, so high charge. So you can see additional charge for roof that is 2 stories or greater.
Right.
And then you have RFG steep. So this
Yes.
is 712. If it's more than 712, they have, you just add that little character right there. See the it change?
Yes.
Okay. So you have that steep. What else goes on the roof? Okay, so let's say there's a satellite dish, boom, and there's also a chimney, right?
Yes.
So around the chimney, you usually want to put the step flashing.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm freezing up here. Okay, here we go. So you have a chimney flashing.
Okay.
And then what did I say too? The satellite dish. So
Satellite.
satellite. So do you want to detach and reset the satellite dish? Let me think if I'm missing anything. Ice and water, we have felt. The ridge cap, did I ever put that on there? No, I didn't. Put
Yes,
that.
you did. Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
did.
did. Oh, okay.
You did.
Ridge cap. Sometimes we do the asphalt starter shingle.
Yes.
So we do the universal. So that'll go on there. It's blank. It shouldn't be blank, but I want the perimeter. Wonder where's my perimeter? I want the linear feet. Let's see if I do. So when I can't find that length here, what I do is this is actually very helpful because we'll go to our next, like this is kind of how you finish your reports, but I'm just using this to check. I'll always hit this resequent line number so that it comes out. So we'll export our PDF. Excuse me, I'll preview it first.
Okay.
And we didn't put anything up there, so it's going to be blank.
Okay.
Come on, computer. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So you can see this is, the report. This is the estimate. This is that's what you would turn in. You can see there's some minimums, although the siding minimum shouldn't be in there anymore. No, because I didn't take it off the shed.
Okay.
So this is what I'm looking for, total perimeter length. So 323.72. So that's what we'll use for that starter.
Okay.
And to change that, I'm gonna click, and then it was 323, 17 or something like that?
72.
All right. Okay, so that's essentially a roofing estimate. So you can see that your total here is 11,912. I didn't put a deductible on here. So usually if the deductible is on there, like, let me go back and show you what happens when the difference of having it there and not having it there. So let's say somebody has a $1,200 deductible. See the price change up here in the corner?
Yes.
Also too, what I like to do sometimes, as an adjuster, I always put 10% in for overhead and profit. So now it's 13,000.
Right.
Okay. And of course, the taxes will change based on the zip code.
Okay.
So now let's say, Miss Ida, got a few more minutes here. Let's say you had some interior damage. Okay. I add a new sketch. Also, too, you can change this. So you could say like this is exterior, or you, in fact, I'll say roof. Put that there, and then I always change that name, and then I'll say exterior there. And then so new sketch gives us a blank new page. So that's 12 by 12 bedroom, let's say, for example. Now most bedrooms aren't square, right?
Right.
So if you needed to freehand, they do have that tool to freehand.
Right. Right.
So let's say that's the walk-in closet, right? Nice and big.
Okay.
If you needed to move anything, Miss Ida, there's this little red square next
Yes.
to it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say closet. And if I needed to add a door, you'll get, I hit the letter D. It's great if you can get the keyboard shortcuts down, but you see how it has that D?
Yes.
So it's letting you know that you can hit the letter D, and you'll
Okay.
also get a door.
Okay.
So you get a door for there. Of course, there has to be a door for the bedroom, and they just do the average size door, which is, this is 2.6 by 6.8. If you
Okay.
needed to extend it, you can, some
Right.
people may have a 3-foot door or something like that, or smaller. So, older homes might have
Yeah.
smaller door frames.
Yes.
You also have the ability to change the height of the ceiling. So you may have, let's say, a 10-foot ceiling.
Okay.
And then let's say you have, they also have the ability, if you wanted to, you can do a sloped ceiling.
Right.
So you can see how that looks. I hit the number 3, so you can see the closet right there, that height,
Mhm.
and then the sloped ceiling. You can see my
Okay.
2 doors are also in there. If
Yes.
you wanted to put windows, there's windows here.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can see the windows. And of course, you can change the window style. So they have the drop down, standard bay,
Okay.
picture hung, all of those different types of windows there. So maybe a window over here. And you can just kind of see the difference in look. But I know you know this stuff
Yes.
from your background. What else would you like to know? I've been doing all the talking. What else? You want me to keep
That's-
going or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to, if you have.
So now let's say, okay, one thing I do, let's say we're gonna do carpet here. Now
Yes.
this is on the sketch area, which I do carpet, I grab that, and then you can just place it in there. And then right here, it'll pop up and it already adds the waste in there. You can see
Oh, okay.
we're gonna remove 70, but we're gonna put back 116, and you'll see it also on the sketch here
Yes.
that it popped up. You can also add paint. And there's 1 coat, 2 coats, just depending on, what you're doing.
Okay.
If you have a acoustic or popcorn ceiling,
Yeah.
textured ceiling, they have those. And Miss Ida, if you look, if you want to, you see the picture comes up for most stuff.
Okay. And do they have, you put trim back? I mean, if you're doing carpet, most people have trim.
Yeah, so like a quarter round or
Yeah, or baseboard.
baseboard. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can do baseboards and they have the different sizes. And then they
Okay.
have it for if it's a stain grade or
Paint.
and then if you want, you can paint the baseboard, paint or stain the baseboard, and you can see
Right.
that right here.
Yes.
And then they also have when you want to paint, you may want to put down some plastic or such.
Right.
To protect the floor. So they have mask and prep for paint.
Right.
They have paper and tape, and then they have tape only. So there's a difference in
Yes.
cost. mask wall, plastic, paper, and tape. So usually I always at least try to do floor protection at the very minimum.
Okay.
Floor protection. So they have the self-adhesive stick, and then they have the plastic that you put down. So I usually go with the self-adhesive for that. What else will go with so we're going to paint the baseboards. If you need more room, it kind of gets irritating, but you gotta move that up.
Do they allow for the caulk?
Some of it's already going to be, and you see the picture come up right there. So this is paint baseboard. So you have the latex paint, acrylic chalk, painter's putty, sandpaper, and labor.
Okay.
So if you ever need to know that these are good questions that you're asking, you can just hit that click for details and see if it's there. Because some things like, let's say, instead of the closet, let's say this was the bathroom, right? And some bathrooms do have carpet. So let's say we were putting in some cabinets. Cabinetry. Okay. So we got the lower base units here.
Yes.
And this goes, come on. All right. Also, one thing to note is that there are different levels. They have like a standard cabinet, and then they also have high end too.
Yes.
So you can see this is high grade, standard, and then they have just that basic one there. And they even have premium and deluxe and mobile home. So it's pretty vast. So just so you see the difference, you can see this is the premium, right? Compared to the that's the high grade compared to the low grade.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And no picture for that, I guess. Usually there's a picture there. But yeah, factory built, pre-finished. Nothing special about these ones down here for the standard. And then of course it's just linear feet. So mainly, let's say 3 feet, that's about standard. And then what did I say? We had a bathroom, right? So if we're going to do the sink, let's say it's let's say it's a pedestal sink in there. Then you can do your angle valves, your P-traps. You can detach and reset. Now, detach and reset, Miss Ida, that means you're going to reuse the same material.
Okay.
The R&R, and let me go over this quick before I forget. So you see this action here? This is ACT, all of that stands for action. So the minus means you're going to remove it. The plus means you're going to put it back, okay? This and sign means both.
Okay.
R&R. So, and also too, when you do acoustic, you can scrape the ceiling because that's not included. So they have this scrape of the ceiling up there. So scrape and, let me also let you know. So the calculations, WC means walls and ceilings.
Okay.
So that's why up here is just the C because it's only acoustic ceiling right there. So if I wanted to just do just the walls and not the ceilings, I just put that W there. Where was I at? Okay, so you go back to your actions, that's the and sign. And if you needed to change, so this remove and replace means that you're going to do it new. So let's go to the cabinetry and you'll see the differences. Okay, well, hey, we're not, the cabinets aren't actually damaged. We're just going to move them so you guys can work on the carpet and then you'll put them back. So you'll see the cost of it right now is $593, but when you change it to just the detach and reset, it actually changes just to $125.
Okay.
So it's a lot less, right, when you reuse it, your same material. So yeah, the detach, you can paint your cabinets if you wanted to, that's in here. There's really not much. Now, let's say you do run into something that you need that's not in there. Like let's say you're gonna do some framing work because the
Okay.
bathroom leaked down to the basement. So you
Yes.
need to change out the floorboards. They do have the different types of flooring material. You can see this picture has the floor,
Right.
so subfloor, joists, and then they also have framing over here too as
Yes.
well. But what I like to do, and they have just plain labor charges. So let's say for framing, the code is frame and then labor. Okay, so you see general contractor labor. Let's say it's going to take him 4 hours, okay, to do the work. And then that's 212. Now there's these labor minimums because some people aren't going to come out for $212, right? So you
Yes.
see the framing minimum.
Okay.
Oh, it's only 123, so I guess they don't care. But if it's not, if it doesn't meet it, they will add it over here to this RCV value if it doesn't hit the minimum amount.
Okay.
Um, Let me think what else I was gonna tell you. So that's the carpet. Now putting this all in by hand will take some time. What you'll
Yes.
want to get good at is this little button right here is called macros.
Yes.
So it kind of has everything saved for you. So you can see here, like I have, if I was going to replace cabinets, the uppers and lowers,
Mm-hmm.
if I run that, oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Yep. So I'm not going to add that in, but we're always going to always add in contents manipulation because let's say the bedroom, right? You got to move the furniture to replace the carpet.
Yes.
So they have the contents manipulation. So you have con labor, and then also do the clean, like a residential clean or something at the
Right.
end.
Right.
Outlets and switches. When you do just paint, sometimes these things are included, sometimes they're not. But yeah, so cabinetry, this is cabinetry for the kitchen, of course, because there's the garbage disposal. But let's do like if I was to do my carpet, so I'm gonna delete all of this. And the countertop is there as well, just depending on what type you're using. So carpet, so I hit run, and you can see all my items just pop up. I don't have
Yes.
to go one by one. Paint the walls, baseboards, carpet, carpet pad, contents manipulation. So it makes it a little bit quicker
Yes.
when you're trying to do a bunch of these in a day.
Okay.
And I do have the same for the roof if I wanted to do the roofing. Let's see, I have a roof one right here. And so that's just for the shed. So you'll see it comes with the tear
Yeah.
off, felt, ice and water, ridge cap. Oh, drip edge. Drip edge is required here in Georgia.
Yes.
So we use that. If they have vents, flashing, turtle vents, pipe jacks, all of those are in there. Some people need permits to do construction, some don't.
Yes.
And then your fall, and you can see the picture to see what that is. That's usually required. That's actually not usually, it's always required by OSHA, but
Yes.
sometimes the insurance companies don't pay for it.
Okay.
What questions do you have? I think that was a good kicker, right?
I
To
think
get
so.
you
Yes.
going.
I think I'll just practice on this and see how many I can do.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do though, they do have a book and we can go through that, step by step. I can, record the videos, I can send them to you. I can send you the pages, we could do them together.
Would be
And
great.
also, I can send you a couple of sketches that I've done and see if if you wanted to try to mimic those, maybe we could start with that.
Okay,
I'll
that'd
send
be
you a
great.
couple of sketches, and if you can mimic it, great. If not, then we know what we need to work on for you.
Okay, that would be good.
All right. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to go through this with you.
Oh, you've been great. Absolutely great. I've learned a lot.
Good, good, fantastic. So I'll get those to you, try them and then get back to me. All right. We'll
All
talk
right,
to them.
thank you.
You're welcome.
See ya.
All right.